Unoriginal and lazy excuse for riding my e-bike number 14. I want a scone for breakfast, so it's a two-hand operation. Oh man.
No cars, really? Come on. Growing up, I always wanted a GSXR. Now, I want a Triumph or a Ducati. Because, and say it with me, I'm a hipster. Yes, very original. Hello. Can I get two?
I have yet to master the art of drinking coffee, eating a croissant, riding an e-bike with a throttle, so a little bit of work to do. So I stopped at the Pine Street DIY, and everything's like painted and there's new stuff. Painted, taken care of, that's new. There's a funny thing about this spot. The city found out that people were building and putting stuff in this tennis court that no one uses, and then there was a sign put up to say, get rid of these or we're gonna destroy them by whatever date it was. Someone else in the city found out about that and was like, excuse me, nobody uses that tennis court for tennis. Let skateboarders and BMXers use it so it actually gets used for outdoor recreation. Come on. And therefore, it gets to stay, not illegal. It is too bad that the BMX rack is not done on this yet. Motivation for it to happen. Look at the size of this thing. Foot for comparison. So, a few weeks ago, we talked about the motorbike, talked about how I had to get a job and whatnot, and said I wanted to pay for some parts. You guys came in like droves, bought things on the website, and supported the channel through Patreon. So, these parts that are here for this thing to get it running again are here because of your support. And I just want to take a moment to truly thank you for that help. It means the world. Now there should be 2 ignition coils and a new battery in here. 1 ignition coil, 2 ignition coils, 1 battery. We're in business. Though, before I get too ahead of myself with this stuff, there's some fab work. Likely all I'm gonna get done is getting the tail loop on the way I want. I've already marked a little bit of what needs to come off so that it sits straight. Yeah, if I can accomplish that today, I'll be happy. I think I'm gonna approach this a little bit differently than I have in the past and do little steps to get little wins to keep motivation up instead of like hoping to do 100 things in a day. Cover your eyes. Feeling pretty good about that progress. So the tail loop's not like installed. It is there. I would say it's tack welded, but I definitely realized that I had my wire feed speed too fast, slowed it down, got a better weld. That is not a tack. It is a quarter of the way welded on, but to finish this properly, the rear wheel and the suspension should really come off. I shouldn't be welding around such nice suspension. The heat is not good for it either. That way I can weld all the way around this, get a nice strong penetrating weld. And then I'll take some of the 7/8 stock that's down there below the camera and cut and miter it just to fit exactly where this seam is to reinforce it. And then I can start building my electronics tray from there. But I think this is a good place to stop, because I got other things to do today. Riding this thing around to go get coffee as a throttled e-bike gives me all the motivation I need to get this throttled, gas-powered motorcycle working again. The two work in tandem. Okay, Old Guy BMXer meetup is happening tonight, Thursday night, instead of early Sunday morning, but I have an opportunity to fix a loose pedal, finally for once, and I'm going to take that opportunity to do just that. Oh, you just destroy it. You just destroy it to get it out, okay. So, for the uninitiated and those who don't follow BMX, the way pedals work in the BMX world, actually cranks as well, it's like very counterintuitive to what any like road cyclist, mountain biker, someone who races would ever consider a advantage. And it is that pedals are actually like, they're like tight. You actually don't want them to move that much. Same with cranks. My cranks, not so much, but typically you don't want these things flailing about on you and ending up in a place that you're not ready for if you do tricks where your feet leave pedals. You want them to stay put so that they're predictable when you're going to throw your feet back on. It's all subconscious once you get good enough at stuff that you just should be able to predict where your feet are gonna land. So pedals, they sort of like this, there's a lot of friction in these right now. Drew, my friend Drew, he actually puts a tube in between his crank arm and the bottom bracket. That actually creates enough friction to keep his cranks right where they're supposed to be.
And my face is so red.
That was the sickest 90! Call mine, you get to call that.
I call that one.
What happens if you just take your feet off? Nicely done. Yeah! Yo! Oh no! It finally happened!
There's no way, yo. Are you afraid? Oh my god, yo.